Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video on Halloween Haunter, and today we are unboxing and setting up the Home Depot Jack-O-Lantern stack. I actually bought it during the first Home Depot drop, which was back in July. Yeah, let's go ahead now and finally unbox this thing. I am very excited to see what we've got in store for us. We got some random cardboard. Pretty big box, alright. Just what I expected, because I just unboxed the skull stack for this thing. So tipping that box over, I'm gonna go ahead and slide this bad boy out. All right, so we got all the pumpkins in here, but right here we have is the base. Let's see, we got some holes right here, and we have a little box. And this little box, you have the instructions, the adapter, some plug-in cords, and right here some more poles. So we got all the poles right in here. And now taking the big pumpkin and sliding it down, we can now go ahead and start sliding out each pumpkin. So we got second one right here. Opening that up, we got the third one right here. And taking that out, we got the fourth one. And after the fourth one, we got the mini fifth one right here. So yeah, that seems to be all the parts for the jack-o'-lantern stack. Let's go ahead now and start the setup. First, we're going to take the little pumpkin and put the stem on. Now next, you're going to take the other four pumpkins and actually go ahead and lock the insides of them together by taking this latch piece inside of there and sliding it over to the other side. So now it is locked into place. You're going to do that for all the slides in each pumpkin. Alrighty, so I actually thought this one, the bigger pumpkin, had a lock pin, but I guess it's just one solid mold, not actual any lock pins in it, so don't worry about this big one. For this one, we do need to go ahead and plug in the adapter, which you'll take that adapter jack and you'll take the right cord with that and you'll plug it in to the right side. And now I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead and put this thing together if you are doing it as the pile and not the stack just yet. You are going to take this long cord that's included with the baggie of stuff like instructions. You're going to take this huge plug piece that has all different sort of plugs and plug it into each pumpkin. So each pumpkin at the very end has their own little plug piece, and you go ahead and plug in each pumpkin into that, and then you'll do that for the rest of the other four. Same process there. Go ahead and plug it in, and that's all you really have to do to go ahead and have your own pumpkin pile. Alright, so back to making it a stack, not a pile. Let's go ahead first, before we start putting it together, let's go ahead first and take out these little slides at the top of each one stem. The only one you don't have to do is the mini one, the very smallest one, because that's the very top of the pumpkin. You don't really need that. But the rest of these, you're going to have to go ahead and take out the little stem piece at the top. Now first we go ahead and connect this long pole. Then for the supports now, there's one in the very back, which I already put together. And now let's put the one on this side. So we go ahead and put that in to the base at the bottom. Then we put this little tab on the base over this support. So now it's more locked into place. Now we can go ahead and attach the pumpkin. Make sure that the top of the pole aligns with the input at the top of the stem. Then we can take one of the middle-sized poles now and screw that into place, and then slide the next pumpkin onto it. Now sliding that on, take the plug coming from the top pumpkin and plug it in to that stem piece with an outlet plug on it and connect those together. Go ahead and now screw in the second middle pole into that top pole. Same process here of putting this pumpkin on and then connecting the two wires coming from each pumpkin next to each other. Now take the very smallest pole and screw it into the top pole now. Once again, same process with this next pumpkin, but now we go ahead and attach the very smallest pumpkin to that pole still. And once again, plug it in. After that, go ahead and plug this guy in and hit the switch. And that's really all you have to do to set up the jack-o'-lantern stack. Let's go ahead now and talk about them in a full depth review. So here it is, the jack-o'-lantern stack in a full better view with the lights turned on. This thing looks amazing. Now, though I love the skull version, I gotta say the pumpkin stack is definitely my favorite of the two we have so far. Not only am I a huge pumpkin fan, but I overall do think this thing looks incredible for what it is. Not only as a pile, but also the stack itself, it looks awesome. The bottom pumpkin, I believe we've had seen this mold before on a different smaller pumpkin. I think it's fine to reuse that here. I think that's fine, it's the same here. It looks really awesome, especially as a big giant pumpkin. Then we have this one and the following, which all have very similar expressions, being more like an evil smile, but they are all different and done in a cool way to make it unique from each other. Very awesome again. I like how this one looks more serious. The detail is pretty good on each of them as well. I do kind of wish the black lining kind of shined more in this prop, but overall not really that bad. This thing still looks incredible, especially with the lights. I love how it looks. If there's one thing I could change, I do wish that the lights flickered instead of this glowing constant look. This is awesome, but I do think the flickering effect would have made it look a bit more realistic for what it is. But overall, this thing is awesome. For $200, it is kind of pricey, but honestly, I do think it's worth it. It's made for outdoors. It's very good quality. It's built very well, and I overall don't really have a problem with this thing. I think it'll last. Now that this is out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the jack-o'-lantern stack as a pile with some lighting on top of it. And here it is as the pile and not the stack. Overall, and also a really good alternate way to put this thing together. I have a pretty big collection of light up pumpkins, so having more like this is always a great addition to my collection. Love the look of this. So yeah, that's really it guys for this video on the Home Depot 2023 Jack-o'-lantern stack. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more future Halloween videos. I will see you guys in the next Halloween video coming out very soon.